stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last year's national champions, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirkland Street. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game.
And he takes this from inside 5. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. So Oregon's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. This is a team coming out here with a lot of confidence in front of an energized home crowd coming off that win last week. But there's a challenge today against this defense.
Yeah, great defense. It's going to be really exciting to see how this one plays out. And I think you're right. I think they did gain a lot of confidence coming in now at home in front of this crowd. Magical atmosphere. They got to take advantage of it.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
There are a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get...
Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Dukes. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. They now have the lead in the semifinal game.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here's the return from inside the 5. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Sacked, dropped at the 3. And the Ducks will line up to kick it away.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Dukes offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game. There are guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Now it's 2nd down here. Play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And he's got it. 57 yards out and never in doubt. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Let's fly to the wideout. It's nearly picked off. He couldn't hold on to it. Don't expect that from such a reliable defender. Brings up fourth down, though. The Ducks will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He makes the catch. Touchdown, James Madison.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with more urgency. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Shotgun run call.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's an out route, the catch made. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. No huddle here for the offense.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Looking deep to the right side. He makes the catch. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch is made down the middle. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He lets it rip. Pass caught. Can he get in? Receiver steps out just short of the goal line. The Ducks looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
They're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
They try to sneak it for the 1st. Touchdown, Oregon, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. This should be the last play of the quarter. First down, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. Kirk, it's James Madison in front right now. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
QB keeper all the way. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught with the back behind the line of scrimmage. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Design quarterback run. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They test the middle there, but get nothing. No gain there. This defense had been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. As the first down is still going. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. And the Dukes with first and 10 here. Here comes a handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. He'll hand it off. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. Can they convert here on third down in the red zone? This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. He keeps it on a design run. The Dukes pick up enough yards to keep this drive rolling. The offense knocking on the door here with a first and goal. They'll hand it off. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Wildcat picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. Go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, they take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the touchdown. Dukes. Good connection there for 6 points.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
And a flag flies as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. You don't see that called too often, but you see it called here. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Fights through a tackle. They'll tackle him for a small gain. Needed a lot more on 3rd and long. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. And the Ducks will have to kick it away. Choosing to return the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense moving into a bunch formation. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. By the receiver. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. And the Dukes getting set on 1st and 10. They keep him guessing with a run. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. The Dukes are going to keep this drive rolling.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. On the move now. They'll try a pass here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Now they call a run. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
It's James Madison in front right now. With 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Ball handed off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, James Madison.
Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Working clock with the ground game. Touchdown, James Madison. And the route is on.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. A gain of 2 yards, now it's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Incomplete. Almost had his 2nd interception of the game. He's going to bring up a 3rd down play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there.
James Madison's offense back out there now. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the wildcat. Just a short gain. And the Dukes will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And that one will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They begin with a quick throw to the left. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the 4th quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Finds an open target on the left side.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to gleaming State Farm Stadium, the home field of the Cardinals in Glendale, Arizona, as we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on last season's national champions, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the kickoff will be a return. Coverage seems flying downfield, not much gained on that return. So the James Madison Dukes offense making their way on the field to open this game. And here we are, folks, the last two teams standing, battling for a national championship. It's been a long regular season. They have survived a punishing playoff run, and here we go. The trophy's in the building. Who's going to walk out of here with a lifelong memory?
Chris, one of the great things now that we're in this 12-team playoff format and in the national championship is we no longer have to debate who should be the champion. You have 12 teams. We've played it out. We're down to the best two teams. Now they get a chance to find out who, in fact, is the best and be crowned the national champion.
They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
And now the handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They got him down out near the 40. Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. He's got room to run. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to third downs, you got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
The Dukes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
The receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
That's a design quarterback keeper. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
And the Dukes will have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
The back's got it.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful. Let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
1st and goal, handoff.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out.
So, Kirk, we reach the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the 2nd period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark into that opening quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Good job by the offensive line to get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
Direct snap. Touchdown, Dukes. They draw 1st blood in this national title game. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Michigan Wolverines offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Tight end goes in motion. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
And he's able to send the punt away. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the Dukes offense back on the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the 1st down.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. The Dukes will line up now. It's first and goal. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The defense backed up against their own end zone. And they're trying to punch it in here. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They stop him, but it's a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. On first and 10, looking to throw. It's complete on the crossing route. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The Wolverines come to the line to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the football. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Looking to throw yet again. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
They'll kick it away here. And that pump will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. And here's the handoff. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. A deep shot to the right. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Now, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws. It's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
The offense going with the hurry up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a two-possession game. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. Off the play fake on first down. He pulls in the catch. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third down, he drops to throw. And the receiver's got it. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. James Madison's offense back out there now. Back behind the quarterback, lined in a pistol. They'll run it here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. Mental mistake by the defense. That'll cost him 5 yards. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Dukes will line up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep down the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, they come close to hitting a big one here to start this second half of the national championship. And even though they missed that, I think it gives you an idea they're going to open up this playbook. You might as well leave it all on the table when you're playing for all the marbles.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He'll be brought down at the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down, you got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. They get him to the ground, but it's 1st down now at the 28.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
Big throw caught on the left side. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Kirk, it's James Madison in front right now. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype before the final period. Let's check out the game stats. Pretty good chance it's going to come down to the final possession. Which guy can step up and make plays as we head to the 4th quarter. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the ball.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The receiver makes the catch. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on 3rd down all year long, top 25 in the country, but just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
On 4th down, a short toss to the running back. Nope, he is stopped short. And the defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made by the receiver. They found a seam in the middle of that zone. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, you get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
Got a man open, hits him right in stride. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted.
Oh, the pass rush gets home. Sack sets up 2nd down.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here.
Oh, no, trapped him back there. A fourth down stop and a sack, no less.
Boy, Chris, you just know down by a couple possessions late in this game, they had to be able to deliver here on this fourth down to give themselves a shot. By not getting the first down, this one feels like it's over.
Leaning on the run game here late. Gets the first and still running. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. They're going to run it here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. He gets loose. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Dukes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. And now from the pistol formation. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but that first down is all they need to clinch the national championship.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Heading for the end zone. They make the tackle, but that's enough for a first down, and that should do it. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. That's mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings
kings of college football and national champions, the James Madison Dukes.